Good evening, folks. Just got home from work here, and I decided I'm gonna go up on my ground, right up behind the house, and move my one tree stand. I've been doing a lot of stuff this year that typically I wouldn't do because, I don't know, right in the middle of the season, as you can hear, I have my lineman's belt on, which let me just make a little side note there. In my last video, I had a time lapse there of me taking down my tree stand, and I didn't have any sort of safety on, so that's not good, and I don't recommend anyone do that. That was a bad example for me to set for all my loyal followers. But yeah, so I got my safety harness or lineman's belt tonight, and I'm gonna go move another stand that got some intel from my neighbor when I went to help him look for that deer, that the deer are kind of running on a ridge that I'm not really set up on. So I'm gonna move and see if we can get on some deer. So I only moved a little bit here. I'd say maybe 50 yards. But the reason I did that is this stand here, I can kind of see there's a ridge up behind me that, based on what my neighbor was telling me last week, that's kind of where the deer like to run. So I got over here and I can still see out into my food plot, and I can see behind me and below me a little bit better here. So I like this spot a lot more. So this is the tree here. Got lots of vines in it, but the early season that might not be bad with some leaves on it. Obviously I'll have to do some cutting, but like I said, I like this spot a lot because you probably can't see it, but right above my finger there, that's where an old logging road on my property comes up through, and deer walk that quite frequently, and now I can see that. And then up here, the pink ribbon right there, pretty much the middle of your screen, that's the border of my property, and that's pretty much the ridge, and they like to run that ridge. And then over here is pretty much the direction that my stand just was. In fact, the tree there that has the leaves on it still, that's the tree I was up in, and that's kind of my food plot. It didn't produce anything this year, but next year, hopefully. As you can see, that's my whole philosophy for everything I've been doing this year is next year. I just haven't had much time. But anyway, get this thing up and get on out of the woods. All right, so got this stand up here. Well, no, I didn't. Right there, at least. I got the rungs up. Oh, this is gonna be upside down for you guys. I'm sorry. There. Got the steps up, and I actually had to clear some of the vines out of there. We'll come back and get this stand up here. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or Saturday afternoon. I think I'm gonna go down to the park Saturday morning, try to hunt, but get this ready for late season. Just got back to the ranch, and on the way down, I was thinking that I actually, oh, hold up. That's a big spider. On the way down, I was thinking that I wanted to give you guys a few pointers, or not pointers, you can do whatever you want. I'm not the expert. I'll never claim to be the expert. I like to think I know what I'm doing, but anyway, I thought I'd give you the methodology that I use. So this is what I was using tonight. I really like using these screw-in steps if you can. They're a pain in the butt to screw in because you think with threads like that they'd go into a tree easy, but they don't, and they're awkward, so there's no way to really hold them and get them in the tree. But I do like these mainly because they're inconspicuous. I use just like the climbing sticks on state ground or public ground where I can't screw in, but on my property I use these. I really don't believe that they damage the tree, but I do like those. I take a drill with me. One that has a belt clip is better because then you can hang it off of your belt. But I drill holes everywhere that I'm going to put those things in. It just makes your life a whole lot easier. It's one more thing you got to carry, but the amount of time you spend up there trying to get those steps to go in is incredible. And then the last thing here is just a regular lineman's belt. I know some of the harnesses you can get lineman's belt, but I like using this just because it has nice padding on it. I got this one real cheap at a yard sale. Actually, my dad got it, but he gave it to me. I'm sure you guys could hear it in the videos. It's kind of loud, so that's one thing that's not nice about it, but it's really comfortable. It doesn't put any strain on your back. It's heavy duty. You don't have to worry about it breaking. You don't have to worry about your lineman's belts that come with your tree stands breaking either, but I just like this. And with the drill, it's nice because you can actually strap this right to that lineman's belt, and if you wanted to take a saw or something up with you, there's stuff you could do there too. So I like using this when I use stuff, which I need to get better at because it's stupid. Most of your tree stand injuries come when you're climbing, and considering I'm climbing without putting steps, or climbing without steps and putting the steps on as I go, it's just that much more stupid. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, folks. Well, Connor and I just got done hunting some geese this morning and the ducks. Check out that video on episode 5, a day of waterfowl. But I'm gonna go up here and finish moving this tree stand that I started moving the other night up here on my property, get that ready to go. Think I'll try to do like a late season hunt here. So I got this stand set up here, got my shooting lanes trimmed. I think we're good to go. I want to show you guys what the shooting looks like. So we got one lane here. I still need to get down on the ground and do some final trimming, but this is where my camera and then I got another lane right through there, and you come around real thick here. Up there is that ridge I was telling you about, and then I have another shooting lane right up through here. And I like this because I can see behind me down to the old logging road. I can't shoot that way, but if they're going to be down there, they'll make their way up around here eventually anyway. So I'm going to get down, do a little bit of trimming right there to open that up just a little bit, and then we're going to get out of here.